were tired. They had been sent out by Jesus to do all of the work that Jesus had given them to do, and they had done it with faithfulness and with energy. And they came back and they were wiped out. They were tired. And so Jesus said, all right, let us go away to rest. Let's go apart. So while they were doing that on a boat, people knew that they were going away and ran around by land to go where they were going. They could figure out where they were headed. And when they were there, when the apostles and Jesus got to the other side, we have in the gospel that Jesus looked at them and had compassion. That word compassion, you and I think of something really nice, something very friendly, warm, even a little bit fuzzy. It's anything but that. It is, in this context, it is gut-wrenching desire to reach out, yearning need to be with the other, to reach out to the other, to help the other. That's what Jesus has for these people who have run around by land to meet him. And so he teaches them. And he teaches a long time, we presume, because it gets to the point where it's getting late in the day. So the apostles, remember, they still haven't had their break from worldwide. They go to Jesus and say, okay, it's time. Let's send them away so they have time to get something to eat. Let them take care of themselves so we can rest. Jesus says no. He says, you feed them. You feed them. And they argue with Jesus and they say, no, you don't understand. It would cost so much money to get food for all of these people. We hear that there are at least 5,000 men plus women and children. There are many people. So Jesus takes 5 loaves, 2 fish, and prays and blesses them and breaks them. And we hear that everybody is fed until they are full. And there is an abundance left over. There are 12 baskets gathered up. It's an amazing thing that Jesus has done. The apostles don't understand what's going on. They are still stuck in the, how is this happening? We don't have enough money to get enough food to feed all these people. What's going on? Immediately, Jesus says, you get in the boat, go across the lake. I'm going to go up and pray, and I will meet you there on the other side. They do. The sea is rough. It's tossing around. Jesus comes back from prayer, goes to the lake, and walks on water to get to the other side. We have every belief that, in fact, he had no intention of getting in the boat, that he was just walking across to the other side. The apostles, because of their hardness of heart, they're still not understanding what's going on. They see, they sense, perhaps, they see a ghostly figure off in the distance. They know that it's something supernatural. They can tell that much. But they think it's a ghost. And they become scared and fearful. And Jesus comes over and says, peace, it's I. You don't need to be afraid. And he then gets in the boat with them. He doesn't just give them calm and peace. He gets in the boat with them, and they go to the other side. We have that the apostles were utterly astounded. That's a pretty powerful phrase. Utterly astounded that it in fact is Jesus and not a ghost. The peace of God has taken them to a place where they see that in fact it's Jesus, but they still don't understand what's going on. Many of us are tired. Many of us are individually tired. Transition's been going on for almost a year. Perhaps St. Mary's is tired. We have from this lesson something really important to learn. Jesus is here. When we're hungry and we need to be fed, all we have to do is go, and Jesus will have compassion on us and will nurture us and nourish us and give us everything that we need. And then we're charged to feed them. You feed them, Jesus says. We are charged, even though we may be tired, to take what we have and go and share with those who are in need. And with an understanding that this is the Messiah saying this to us, that what we have to offer will be enough. In fact, it's going to be more than enough for the need that we can see. We are called to go out and to bless and to share and to feed the people, to offer hope where we can see it, to offer the Word of God to all who need to hear it. And whatever you have in you will be enough, because the Messiah is there. Because Jesus is walking along beside us. And if you become fearful, he's not only going to offer you his peace, he's going to get into the boat. He's going to be right there. At the end of this gospel, we have people being brought on mats even. Anybody who's sick being brought to Jesus. Just even to touch the fringe of his robe. Jesus not only feeds us, not only encourages us, not only gives us the hope that is real and substantial, but then reconciles us to God and to one another. We have in Ephesians this morning that everybody has access to this. Everybody in the world has this available to them. This healing, this reconciliation with God and with our neighbor. So as we go out today, don't be the ones like the apostles, who are our great heroes, I might note. They have hard hearts because they are fearful to believe this amazing truth that Messiah, Emmanuel, that God with us is here, and that you and I have all been invited to share in this miracle that is God's now, to be part of the breaking of the bread and the spreading the good news. And with open hearts doing that, we won't miss the miracle of seeing Jesus walking along beside us along the way.
Amen. Amen.